Hey, so it's been a while. It's been about 6 or 7 months since my last video. I kind of disappeared without any news of what I was doing, where I was going. I worked on some stuff, and now I'm back for a little bit. I'll give you an explanation of what's going on, where I've been, what I've been doing, and a little bit of a channel update, and tell you what's going to be happening going forward. So let's get at it. I'm Tristan. This is Heroes in Homebrew. As for where I've been, why I've been absent, well, I don't talk about it on my channel. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on my channel, but those of you who kind of pay attention might have figured it out. I'm in the military. I'm in the Canadian Armed Forces, and I was at one time, well, I still am, a reservist, which meant I worked with the Canadian Armed Forces part-time, but still had a civilian job full-time outside of that, and that afforded me a lot more time to, make videos and do a lot of gaming stuff. In February of 2025, I took a full-time job with the military, which meant I was working every day with them, and it was basically a full-time job, a 9-to-5 job, but it was tiring. It took a lot out of me, and I dedicated a lot more of my time to my family and kind of let gaming stuff fall by the wayside, even though I was working on stuff privately and, working on my campaign setting privately and doing things in the background. I wasn't making content for YouTube very much, or at all, really. In May, I went on a full-time course in the military to get promoted to the next rank, and that took me away from home, took me away from being able to do any gaming stuff at all, and now I'm back from that. That was exhausting. It was a lot of work. It was very tiring, but at the same time it was very eye-opening and gave me a lot of things to think about in terms of gaming. It was weird how I was able to kind of take what I was learning out in the field and in the classroom and kind of think about how I can incorporate that into my gaming or into ideas. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to sort of make that a reality, but it was something I was thinking about in the background while I was doing all this stuff in the field. So now I'm back to my regular routine of my 9-to-5 military job, or 8 to 3, depending on which day it is and what I'm doing. Going forward, though, there are some things on the horizon I can't really talk about, but might change what I can do going forward, how much effort I can put into this, and how much I can actually do. Gaming is always going to be a part of my life, and I'm always going to be working on stuff and putting it out into the world. Whether or not that is YouTube videos or just my zine or just putting things on drive-through, it remains to be seen. But there's a good chance that in the next few months there's going to be another much longer hiatus coming up. So hopefully you guys stick with the channel, stay subscribed even if I'm not posting, and I'll be back regularly eventually. In the meantime, until that happens, I'm going to try and put out more videos and give you guys more content and more of the stuff that you enjoy, and keep working on what I'm working on. So that's where I've been. So what I've been working on is I have been continually developing my campaign setting. Right now it's called Blackburn because that's kind of the main city that I've been working on, although there's a lot more to it. I've been expanding out, and it's all theoretical stuff I'm writing down. Like, I'm not necessarily playing in it right now because I haven't had a chance to start up a game again, but that's what I've been working on, and a lot of that stuff that I've been working on I've been putting into my zine, Beyond the Twisted Portal. There's already 2 issues out. that I'm very happy with. Issue 3 is pretty much completed. I was going to publish it, and then I went back and looked at some of the stuff and decided that I kind of wanted to change some of the artwork or some of the layout stuff. So I'm kind of working on that. Shouldn't be too long. There's not a lot that I need to do on it. And I've already started working on issue 4. And the thing is, even though I'm happy with the first 2 issues and what they look like, it's not quite what I wanted to go for or how I want to see it going forward. I kind of envision it being like one of those underground punk rock, heavy metal fanzines where it's dirty and it's unprofessional and it's got mistakes, but it's still some really cool stuff in there. That's kind of how I see it going forward, and surprisingly, it's a lot more work to make it that way than it is just to make it nice and clean in a program. I think going forward, what I look at, like how it looks and how it feels, issue 3 is much closer to how I envision it. Or issue 4, sorry. Issue 3 is kind of a mix. There's a lot of like really clean pages, and there's a lot of kind of dirtier, sort of like looks like it's been photocopied a lot. And it's kind of like pushing towards that aesthetic. Issue 4 has got a lot more of how I envision it. A lot more hand-drawn stuff, like Sharpie drawings, and layout is a little dirtier. And like I think it looks very cool, especially with the feel of the setting that I'm going for as well, which is kind of like a gritty sort of, I don't know. It's like I don't want to say grimdark, but kind of grimdark. But some of it is also very like your traditional fantasy. I'm just pulling from a lot of influences and creating the world I feel is interesting for me to run in, and hopefully for players to play in. And that's what I'm working on going forward. The zine is kind of very much my focus, and the campaign setting is very much my focus, and the two are kind of married. So the campaign setting is very much informing the zine. A lot of the content of the zine is pulled directly from the campaign setting. There's areas of the world that I'm showing off in the zine. A lot of magic items and characters that I'm developing for the setting are in the zine. And normally I don't do a lot of planning or world building, but like this is kind of some fun that I've gotten involved myself with, and just loosely creating stuff, not like going in full detail, but there's some specific areas of the world that I've kind of wanted to create as adventure sites in and of themselves, like an area of like 8 or 10 hexes that I'm developing, and that's an adventure site. And sort of issue 4 is kind of very much that. Like the entire issue is dedicated to one of these adventure sites, where it has a lot of little things. Each hex is laid out, so it's actually taking a lot more work than I kind of expected it to. So, but hopefully it's very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and something that you can just pull out and use in your campaigns, and it will be fun and dark and kind of gory and gnarly and heavy metal, and just good fun. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm really working on trying to get back into making more videos. I think a lot of it is that I've been spent so much time away that I kind of run out of things to say. But I've started reading more games, looking at more games, and I've got some ideas brewing of what I can do to sort of bring some value to you guys through what I've been learning myself. So that is what I'm working on, what's going forward. Okay, the future. What's the future of Heroes on Homebrew? What's my future? Future is this channel will always be there. even if I'm not actively adding to it because of long hiatuses that I unfortunately have to take for various reasons. The channel will always be there. Videos will always be there for you guys to go back and check out and hopefully enjoy. The zines will be coming out. Hopefully, issue 3 will be coming out very, very soon. And even if I don't have a set schedule for releasing the zines, they'll come out as they come out. I'll give you guys updates on when to expect them if you guys are interested in them. Again, maybe the 2026, there's a good chance that I won't be doing a whole heck of a lot or posting very much. A lot of the work I do will be kind of in the background on my downtime, and hopefully 2027 I'll be able to like have a bunch of stuff that I can just start putting out. That's kind of the future. Unfortunately, I can't give a lot of information on it. There's a lot of it's not sort of set in stone, and some of it I just can't talk about. But that's going for, like in the future. That's how I see things. Hopefully, 2027 I can get back to releasing regular videos, and up until 2026 I'm going to try and do better to release as much as I can to sort of give you guys some more value. So that's it. If you have any questions, shoot them in the comments. I appreciate your support throughout the couple of years I've been doing this channel and all the stuff that I've done that you guys seem to have enjoyed. Some stuff you didn't enjoy, and that's fine too. Some stuff you really enjoyed, and that's great. It makes me really happy. And I hope that all the stuff that I managed to put out in the near future, in the next couple of years, you'll enjoy as well. Look out for the zines. I'll post them on the social whatever's the posts for the channel and stuff like that. Look out for those if you enjoy it. If you purchased the first 2 issues, then hopefully you enjoyed them, and hopefully you come back for more. If you haven't if you haven't purchased the first 2 issues, if you would like them, they're on drive-through. I'll post a link down below. I think they're like $4. They're not crazy expensive, but it's a little something to help keep me going, encourage me, and be able to purchase other games for me to look at and hopefully pull ideas from and sort of give to you guys. So that's it for now. It's a bit of a short video. Kind of just needed to get back out in there and make another video and tell you guys what's been going on. And until next time, save a seat for me at your table.